The XDC network with their token XDC is going through some massive updates and upgrades. We have news stories of acquisitions, partnerships, ETPs, and did you know they have ties to BlackRock? Don't go anywhere as we dive into XDC. Okay, so what does XDC stand for? Well, XDC stands for XinFin Digital Contract. And that XinFin is simply just Exchange Infinite. So Exchange Infinite Digital Contract XDC. Okay. So before I dive into the news stories, I need to say thank you to anybody that suggested I make a video about XDC. And you'll see right here, I did make that video. And within that video, I said, if you guys could please support the channel and this video in particular by liking it, sharing it, commenting, because if it doesn't perform well, I can't do another one. You guys held your standard and you've made it perform well. So I'm going to hold mine and bring you part 2 of XDC. So thank you to everybody who has done so. Now let's go ahead and dive into the news stories in which you're here for. And we're going to start off with the acquisition that recently was announced. This is going to be from CoinDesk that came out on October 22nd, 2025. Let's hop on in. We have XDCNetwork acquires Contour to expand stablecoins and tokenization in trade finance. XDC said it's reviving the once shuttered blockchain platform to help banks and businesses streamline trade financing from documentation to settlements. And as you scroll down, what to know, XDC Ventures acquired Contour Network to revamp its trade finance platform with blockchain technology and stablecoin integration. Contour specialized in digital letters of credit and initially supported by major banks such as HSBC, Citi, and Standard Chartered, struggled to scale and will be restructured under XDC's ownership with new capital and strategy. Tokenization and stablecoins could help cut costs in global trade financing. What's important about that, of course, is they are acquiring others. But the other thing I want to point out is they now have links and ties to HSBC, Citi, and Standard Chartered, which is interesting because you also know that Ripple XRP has the same ties to those same clients. Now, I'm not saying that XDC and Ripple are working together in any means. What I'm saying is they have the same clientele. And if you know about the technology through APIs and ISO 20022 protocols, that makes them interoperable. So they could technically be working with the same clients, and those same clients can be working through different networks and through different APIs. So it's really interesting when you realize that this network or this market isn't going to be one token. It is going to be several of them. So do not become tribal. Do not get focused on just one asset, because there's going to be a lot of them that actually end up making it. You just need to make sure you stay educated and informed so you have the right ones. All right, so let's keep on going. Let's learn more now about the new partnership that was announced. So this is from Blockchain Reporter that came out on October 25th, 2025. You'll see that it says XDC Network and Token Terminal partner for blockchain analytics. As we keep scrolling down, you'll see that XDC Network has introduced a data partnership with Token Terminal, a leading global institutional investor data analytics provider. This will facilitate XDC's strategy of enhancing transparency and institutional adoption with financial reporting. The XDC Network is a layer 1 blockchain based on trade finance and real-world asset tokenization, RWA. And from right here, it says bringing Bloomberg-grade analytics to trade finance, which is huge in itself. But let's keep reading. It says this partnership will allow XDC Network to leverage Token Terminal's complete library of data products, who provides Terminal Pro API access and data room options. This platform uses unique nodes in partnered chains where the raw data is extracted and transformed into decoded standard data. And as you roll it down, you'll see that it says strengthening XDC's position in the $30 trillion RWA market. And if you read on, it says the timing is perfectly aligned with XDC's network's aggressive expansion in the real-world asset tokenization market. Industry projections suggest that tokenized RWA market will expand from approximately $11.5 billion in early 2025 to $30 trillion by 2030. XDC has positioned itself at the forefront of this era. So that is important in itself. Think about $30 trillion of RWA tokenization. And we recently had Larry Fink of BlackRock coming out with the 5.9 saying the same thing, that everything will be tokenized. And you only have until 2030 to get yourself ready for this, because that is the live date where everything's going to be on chain. In 2026, and it's already happening now, but 2026 is going to be a catalyst to start bringing that money on chain. As you see, it will take some time, but you only have about 4 years to get yourself positioned. Okay, so now we'll keep on going. Let's learn about the ETPs that were recently announced. So you'll see right here on October 28th, 2025, it says that XDC Network's ETP listing signals the maturing convergence of blockchain and trade finance. And as we roll down, you'll see it says, in partnership with 21 Shares, one of the leading issuers of cryptocurrency exchange traded products, which is ETPs, XDC Network celebrated the listing of its ETP ticker XDCN on Euronext Amsterdam. The product, already trading on Euronext Paris, provides investors with regulated institutional grade exposure of the XDC network. Why that is huge, because you'll want to see right here, it says regulated institutional grade exposure. So this is one thing that XDC has been working on, and they're getting more and more traction as we go. And people I know are kind of weary of XDC because they're saying there's not a lot of partnerships with them, and they're not really sure where they're going to be headed. But you can see that XDC is just really just getting started comparatively to some of these other projects that have been at full steam for a while now. But XDC is growing legs, and it is getting bigger, which is good for you as an investor, because this is why you have such an opportunity to buy it so cheap, is you're getting in before they really take off. Not financial advice, but that is the facts here. But let's keep reading on more about it. And we talked about BlackRock. So how do they tie into BlackRock, and how does BlackRock tie into them? Let's keep reading about it. It says XDC Network is known for its cutting-edge blockchain technology and robust ecosystem in global trade and finance. The network has achieved significant milestones, including integration with Securitize. XDC is one of the only 4 networks working with Securitize, a leading provider of RWA tokenization solutions. Support for tokenized treasuries. XDC hosts the USTY token, representing access to a U.S. Treasury fund managed by BlackRock. Okay, there's your title: BlackRock, Securitize, and BlackRock directly. Trade finance participation. XDC is a member of the Trade Finance Distribution Initiative, which has set sights on addressing the $5 trillion trade finance gap. Involvement with the ITFA, XDC has joined the International Trade and Forfeiting Association Digital Negotiable Instruments Initiative. That is a mouthful, Jesus. And let's keep reading. It says infrastructure support from Deutsche Telekom. Deutsche Telekom serves as an infrastructure provider, bolstering the blockchain's ability to support real-world tokenization. So in that article alone, you're now seeing that they have ties with BlackRock and Securitize. And again, they are getting that regulation that they need for the institutions to be there. So let's keep going. Let's hear more about what XDC is announcing. So you'll see right here from their website, or from their X post on October 31st, it says XDC Network is going global this November 2025. We're joining leading blockchain and fintech events across Asia, Europe, Australia, and the Americas, connecting with innovators shaping the future of digital finance and trade. I'm not going to go through all those dates and locations, but you can see it is a worldwide tour, essentially, is what they're doing right now. And that's huge in itself, because this is how they're going to get exposure to other financial institutions and other projects. They're going to make some connections on this. I promise you they will. There are some big summits in that. But let's keep going. We'll start wrapping it up here for you. And this one came out on October 31st as well. And this was a new announcement. It says that XDC Network has partnered with DAOmaker, a leading launchpad and growth platform empowering blockchain innovation. Through its collaboration, DAOmaker has integrated the XDC blockchain into its ecosystem, unlocking new opportunities for builders and investors alike. The partnership will enable XDC native projects to raise funds directly through the DAOmaker launchpad, expanding access to global capital and community-driven growth. Together, we're accelerating the next wave of real-world adoption and innovation of the XDC network. Okay, so that was a lot of updates for this video. What I want to point out, though, mainly is that XDC Network is finally growing, but XDC Network is actually looking at RWA tokenization. So when I'm looking at projects right now, I'm thinking about stablecoins. Stablecoins was the year of 2025 when that really became a thing. Like stablecoins in 2025 was the main focus. We have that covered. We have that down. We're good with stablecoins via the Genius Act. Now we need the RWA tokenization part, and that's where you're hearing like Larry Fink from BlackRock talking about that more and more so. So it's my belief that stablecoins was stage one. Stage two now is getting the rest of the finance world on chain via RWA tokenization. XDC is going to be one of those people bringing that to the forefront. So keep an eye on XDC. Take a look at that. See if it's something for you to invest in. As always, take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you. Become the change you want to see. And watch this other XDC video if you want to learn more. See you on the next one.